So this is my first experience with Kiwi Ears. I have never tried their products before, but I think they hit the mark with this one. It's a hyped up product in the market, and there are a lot of reviews that can give you everything that this product has in terms of sound quality. But if you ask about my perspective or my opinion, here it is. If you are following this channel for some time, you will know that how much I like neutrally tuned IEM. I really don't like fun sounding IEM for the library or the music that I listen mostly. So this IEM is tuned while having the JM1 DF in mind. I reviewed this IEM from start to end in very detailed fashion in Hitfi. I'm linking down the review in the description. Do check it out if you want a very detailed perspective of the sound. But in this video I will share what I feel about this IEM. So I like neutral. It goes with my library a lot. Everything I have in my library fits extremely well with neutrality, be it classical music, and I like the organicness of the music that any neutrally tuned IEM produces. But not only it produces a very neutral sound, it also produces a very good technicalities, and I will explain how it affects the gaming performance, how well it resolves in the gaming scenario later in this video. To start the elephant in the room, let's discuss if it sounds boring or not. Neutrally tuned IEM will serve you best if you have really interesting music or have a bit more inclination towards how music sounds rather than how an IEM sounds. It will give you a beautiful picture. To me, it is not even a bit boring, not even a single bit, because the bass it has never made any song boring where I wanted a little bit more bass. And for the treble, yes, I get that some people would like a bit more elevated treble, but it comes with its cons. Like some genres will sound very piercing, where this thing just excels in every genre. It is the jack of all trades and master of none. It is not boring to me. Is the bass pillowy? I would say no, it's not pillowy, but it is soft. What I mean by soft is it won't give you a very tight experience that you can get with some IEMs that has 2 DDs like the Estrella. Estrella has a lot more control and tightness toward the sound, which it doesn't give you. It will give you a broad representation of a very well elevated bass, which might not be the most snappiest or the most tight, but it is there to serve you the purpose. Then the thing that surprised me, it's the timbre it produces for $200. Like the quality of timbre it produces is like the only IEM that produces even a bit similar timbre is like Elysian Pilgrim or MEGA5EST. So now if you compare it with other IEMs like DaVinci, which is very popular IEM based on JM1 DF2, to be honest, I don't think that DaVinci competes with this one. This one is a lot more matured IEM. The technicalities that it has is a bit more well-rounded. The texture detailing is better on KE4, although the mid-bass section in the DaVinci is better than this, but I can't recommend DaVinci over this. Now if we talk about P5, they are very different tuning altogether. It won't seem like a much of a bigger difference to a normal eye, but when you use or AB it for a really long time, you will notice how different they are. So if we compare it with P5, I think both of them will stay in my collection for a long time. Now if we compare it with Hive 4, I don't think Hive 4 is worse than this, but it costs a lot. So I don't think I would pick Hive 4 if I was a consumer, because it can give you everything. Of course Hive 4 is a bit more resolving, Hive 4 is a bit more well in technicalities, a bit more better in technicalities, but the KE4 will give you 90% of what Hive 4 offers. For music listening sessions, this IEM is not boring, it's fun, it's jack of all trades as I mentioned. But the thing that hooked me with this IEM is the gaming performance. The gaming on KE4 is amazing. Not even Hive 4 or DaVinci gave me the results that it gave me. And of course not even the MEGA5EST. Thing that boils down is how natural it sounds. For DaVinci it sounded dark, for Hive 4 it sounded a bit bright, for MEGA5EST it sounded a bit of dark too. While gaming with this IEM, you will notice how natural everything sounds. Game has a variety of textures, a variety of sound cues that will go around your head. It will cover you with an immense immersive factor, and this is where KE4 truly shines. If we take into example the Disco Elysium, which is I'm currently playing right now, and it's an amazing game. So this game offers a lot of dialogues, and the sound stage or the scope or the core of the game plays a very big role to enjoy or immerse you into the game. And KE4 just kills every IEM or headphone that I have. Not every headphone. HD 600 is amazing, and I think it's like HD 600 with a bass boost and a one pad. KE4 just breezes through the cut. Like the vocals are so organic. The things like when a player puts down a cup or when some coin changes happen, everything is just so vivid and so lifelike that it will make you believe that it is happening in real world. Anything that has a lot of organic sound will sound extremely well with this IEM. Now if we talk about The Witcher 3, where there are a lot of sounds that you might not heard in real world, like sword, different materials of the sword, different coin changes, different footsteps. This IEM feels like an 8K resolution of that texture or that sound. Same with Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 is a very natural sounding game. It has a very good stage. The fastness that can be observed in Uncharted is really nice. While playing Uncharted 4, while surfing with boat, while surfing or diving, everything sounded like it is in 8K resolution. The details are so nice and tactile. The stage is so natural that I don't think anything below 400 can beat this IEM in gaming in any way or form. If you talk about the Call of Duty or the Apex Legend type of games, the sound designing, Apex is very bad in sound designing. Okay, so texture of the sound of the guns, the footsteps, the vocals, everything sounded a lot more clearer, cleaner, well separated with this IEM if you compare it with P5 or even DaVinci or something like that. And lastly, if we talk about the Telltale games, like these are made for Telltale games, it has that ability to transport you into the world while gaming that I rarely find in any other IEMs. The only IEM that I can remember out of my head that has this ability is the Software Twilight, which is 4x the price of this IEM. And oh my god, I'm just mispriced with this gaming performance. Now to cover things up, do I recommend this IEM? Of course I do recommend this IEM. There is nothing in this world that can make me dislike this IEM. If you are after a very natural sounding IEM, a very true to the source, true to the music sounding IEM, it is really hard to beat KE4, since it is coming at just $200 and it's beating and playing or competing with IEMs above the price tag. Now to compare something with this IEM that holds the same price bracket is the Rose Techniques QT9. Has a thinner sound which has a more sparkly treble. I liked Rose Techniques QT9 Mark III as well as the Oxygen as well as the Origin, but this IEM takes the cake for the most versatile and balanced music. It's a big thumbs up for me.